Hey. This is Lisa A., and you're listening to Who's That Star on LCC Connect at Lansing Community College. Who's That Star is a behind-the-scenes show where I sit down and talk with the employees at the college. This is an inside look at LCC where you will have a chance to learn about their passions, projects, what inspires them both at work and in their personal lives. I'm your host, Lisa Alexander. I'm so excited to get a chance to talk to all the people who make LCC great. This show is for you to get to know the people that work at Lansing Community College a little bit more and see what makes them tick. Are you ready? Okay, let's go see who's today's star. Welcome back to Who's That Star. Today we are excited to talk to a star that hails from Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota area, but now considers herself a Michigander. She stated that she once was a city girl, now she's a country girl residing in Perry, Michigan. She's been here in Michigan since 2008. This star found her way to LCC initially in 2012, where she worked as lead support for the HSDCI program. She worked for that program for 3 years, then moved on, working closer to home as her life circumstances required her to be closer to home. She then worked for GST, Michigan Works, as a case manager career coach for the next 8 years. During that time, she earned a bachelor's degree in organizational leadership with Bethel University, St. Paul. This star knew one day she wanted to return to higher ed, particularly student services, so the degree was an essential part of completing the goal. She says she's here now doing work in a career she loves and doing what she was made for. All right, everyone, are you ready to learn who's today's star? Give me a drum roll, please. Today's star is
Liz Fischer.
Liz, thank you for coming on Who's That Star today.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right, let's get started. Can you tell me about your work at LCC? What are your roles here?
Well, sure. I work for the Center for Academic and Career Pathways, and essentially I work at the Career and Employment Services, where I am a career advising specialist, and I work full-time in that role.
A career advising specialist. I'm familiar with academic advising. What's the difference?
Sure, and that's a great question because I think it's so easy to get confused because they run kind of side by side, walk hand in hand.
Right.
Like one's the hand and one's the glove, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in career advising, we do a lot of self-discovery to determine if what I think I want to do one day is something that I'm going to actually be good for. And not only that, something that I'll be happy about, I'm going to be engaged in, will give me the right work-life balance so that I can go on and have the life I want. So it's really life planning. And yes, what major I get does play a part in what kind of work I'll do.
Right. So what if I change my mind?
I think that to think that you're going to walk in knowing exactly what you want to do at 18 years old is kind of crazy, or even 30 years old.
Exactly. No, I agree. And I think that your role is really vital in helping people kind of do a deep dive in what their skill set bring to a job, right? Or what can they benefit from what they do well? How can they transition that into a career, if that makes sense?
Right. So I know that some people will say, don't follow your passion. You don't make any money there. And to some degree, that's true. But I know people who have followed their passion and what their gut tells them to do and have done very well. And part of that is because they become an expert at what they're good at.
Right.
Rather than trying to always shore up what they've not been so good at. And the reality is they may never be real great at that because it's not a natural gift. It's not a raw talent or a strength. So there's an assessment called Strength Finders. And the strength method says, get really good at what you're good at, what you like already, what you have a natural bent towards. Become an expert at that because somebody else is going to be an expert at what you're not good at. And you two will work together And that we need everybody's
Right.
like strengths, gifts, talents, right?
Yeah.
I was one of those people. I tried to be something that I wasn't necessarily cut out for.
Exactly. No, I get
Took
it.
me far too long to figure it out.
No, but that's the thing. Like, I think you need assistance with that sometimes. And I think we get pressures put on us from different areas, people that's in our life that mean well, but they don't necessarily know what we're good at and what we enjoy doing. And then you get pressure about, well, you got to make a certain amount of money. And I think your role helps students explore that. I really think that that's a needed job that we have. So I wanted to ask you, like, what do you like most about what you do here at LCC?
I love the one-on-one interaction. I love seeing when an individual, like it clicks for them, like, oh, I can have this and do this. Mm-hmm. When they really understand, like, okay, now I know exactly what I need to do or what the steps are, or helping them even try to figure out those steps. Not maybe the whole thing,
right?
But to realize, like, it's not as linear as I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. But I see the destination within my journey. And that really gets me excited. Like, oh, I helped somebody like figure it out.
Right.
I keep coming back every day.
Yeah, no, that's what I enjoy about academic advising too. Is like, you know what you want now. So let me help you figure out the steps to get there academically and get to that point so that you can start that career. So what really lights you up and makes you excited about your life?
So to be honest on that one, I think what really gets me is being able to be my genuine self in all circumstances. So I always look for career and my home life to be able to be a witness. I think ministry is a big part of my life. So just being me speaks to people, right? They say that our biggest impact our people are sometimes how we treat someone,
right? Our
actions. So I just try to be the most genuine person I can be. And if that, nice person, not just nice, but respectful, honest, truthful to myself.
Right.
And then that pours out to others.
And makes people attracted to you.
Right.
So do you live by any piece of advice or a motto?
Yes, I do. Remember who you are.
Oh, okay.
So there's the Lion King where the monkey is telling Simba, and he's like, remember who you are. And I remember watching that thing. Oh, no, they put it in a movie. Like maybe my dad didn't coin the phrase. But as a young adult, as a teenager, leaving the house, no matter where we were going, he'd stop us just shy of like 2 feet out the door and say, remember who you are. And I didn't realize, I used to think it was my name because everybody knew the Bravos and I was a Bravo. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got to remember who I am. I can't make my name look bad. But I think I just realized it was me as a person. Like, remember who you are, like all the things you learn. And that has changed over time, but it's still a good reminder. Like, remember who you are. So I try to tell my kids that now, but I don't do as well.
Well, I mean, I think that's really profound because you're right. We do change and who we are is always changing. But to have that knowledge, that value system, that base that you can have to fall back on, that's a good thing. And I don't know that we always explore that enough or we feed that into our children. And so I love that your dad was saying that. Remember who you are because the streets and the world is going to be trying to tell you who you are. And so that you know who you are. I just think that's great. I love that.
Yeah, it wasn't this long preachy thing. It was never like, sit down, let me have this long conversation with you. It was a couple words.
Right.
Remember who you are. I mean, it's simple. And, it didn't always come to our heads all the time. We did things that we shouldn't have done.
No.
In places, situations, whatnot. But in the end of the day, I can say, oh, yeah, remember who you are. And it started to mean more and impact me more the older I got, my college years, my young adult years, and even into marriage.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, even as we grow now, your values are going to change, but you still need to remember who you are.
Yeah.
So, okay, Daddy Bravo.
Good job.
He was, that's a good job. I love that message. Thank you for sharing that. How do you have fun?
That's a hard one for me, Lisa. Having fun. I think sometimes just having fun is being silly. I don't do that enough, honestly. Kind of my OCD person comes out at home. I like things organized. If I want to go find the flashlight, I got to know it's in this drawer downstairs in this cabinet. You know, so I'm always running around putting things away. And my kids always tell me, Mom, you don't know how to chill. I'm just like, oh man, that's not good. So I like games. I love silly games. I love being outside. Everyday interactions. Like I have a 13-year-old son or a 7th grader.
Okay.
Who keeps me on my feet and keeps me silly pretty often. So yeah, just a variety of things.
Yeah. Nothing that you can.
No, to put a finger on or point out like a tradition or something. Unfortunately,
See, like I have fun going to casino. Like you don't have fun in different places, or I love making this. Like, are you a baker?
I wish.
Okay, I'm
a
trying
cook,
to.
but I don't have fun. It's relaxing to me, but it's also like I have this idea of what it's going to look like when it comes out. So when it doesn't, I'm
that feeds back into you. Yeah,
my OCD. Yes,
right. That's funny though. Kids will make you chillax. They'll make you not be as rigid, and they will make you figure out how to do things in a way that you may not thought you were going to do it. But 7th grade, that's an exciting time. And I'm so glad I'm done with that. But I want to give an applause for those of you that are parenting at that age right now, because that's a lot.
And I only have one, so I worry about the ones who have multiples.
Yeah, I had one too, and that was enough for me.
That's right.
So with you having a child and your career advisor, how does that work?
So I have 2 children.
Okay.
And one is young adult, so 2nd year in college, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, I try not to overstep. Like, if you want help, I'm here. If you need assistance. And she will. She comes to me. She's like, okay, I want to apply for this job, Mom. We take a peek at my resume. Mm-hmm. But she knows, and I give her all the feedback. I think that's one thing that in my role, I try not to overstep my boundaries with family, like nephews and nieces. Although I've been very fortunate. Many of them do come to me, and I don't have to pry or ask.
Right.
You know, they just come and ask. But I try to be aunt first or mom first.
Yeah.
My role as a career advisor comes second.
Yeah. That's true. I just know, like, for me, I'm always preaching to my daughter. Like, she just gets to gloss over eyes. Like, I was like, okay, I've reached my limit of what I'm going to be able to get you to take in, so I'm going to shut up. But I just know that it's hard to sometimes turn it off. And I know when you have younger adults and younger children, and they are starting to think about, oh, what career? What should I do?
So it's interesting you said that. So I do some community work with some nonprofit schools. My friend is a principal of a small private school. I like to go and I put on a big, career quest, I think it was. And it was like hands-on touch and had different career cluster individuals come in and had them rotate. It was kind of a big undertaking, but we had a lot of social work people and human health and human services, like social services cluster maybe, or education,
right,
or medical doctors and things like that. And then some trades too, because not everybody is going to do a 4-year, nor is a 4-year for everybody.
It's not, no.
So maybe it's a trade. So we had some skilled trades there too. So I enjoy doing that type of thing, kind of to explore other areas, because that's more like event management. And it's kind of nice to see the tangible output of that. But
I also think it's important because I think, like, the younger you can get to a student to kind of talk about career development and what that looks like, it helps them to ask different questions, right? And it helps them to be thoughtful about how their academics play a role into the career that they want to get into.
Yeah. And so I think it's nice to have voices that they don't always hear from.
Exactly.
And somebody in that profession being able to talk with them. And one person had some service dogs, therapy dogs that came with her to the event. Like, just talk about how you can incorporate so many different things into maybe what you're considering.
And that's what I was going to ask you too, because I went to a workshop and they were talking about, we're planning for jobs that haven't even been created yet, right? Like they talk about how,
Right.
you know, AI is going to play a role in different things.
Yeah.
There was a app developer. And this job wasn't necessarily here 15 years ago or 20 years ago, and how the world changes so much. So when you're talking to someone who doesn't know what they want to do, how do you give them hope? How do you help them process this big, giant, huge thing of careers?
Right. It's something that we don't even know, right?
Yeah.
So I would have never thought that what I do was like get paid for a job. I never knew that. So we only know what we're like exposed to oftentimes. And then even then, it's hard to get a grasp on things. So I remind individuals, you're not going to know. You can have a broad pathway. And in that pathway, you'll be set with knowledge, because that's what we gain from going to school, right? Not a knowledge set that will take us to where we want to go. There's some types of work, such as trades like construction or plumbing or aviation, where it's very skilled specific. And then you will be doing that. It can move. You can become like a teacher or move out and in, but not as much as maybe something very broad. Business. Let's take business.
Right.
Because that's so broad. Or psychology. What can you do with that? Well, there's a lot you can do, but it's really taking time. Like if you don't know what you want to do, I always tell people, start exploring now. Get the part-time job. It's a great way to start figuring out real quick. I don't do well at the front line.
Right.
Or I do much better in the back. Like take time now to start jotting down things you like, things you don't like. And that's going to change.
Right.
Interests change. And then find out what you're good at. Start taking inventory of what you think and what other people, particularly those close to you, say you're good at. Explore that. One of my first jobs was working at a boutique hotel, and I was a concierge. And my boss would often say, hey, Liz, there's a sales manager position open. Are you interested in going for that? And I was in college, mind you. No. I was like, Troy, I did not plan it. This is just to get me through school. You know, my hopes and dreams are medicine. I'm just going to follow this biology. He's like, you're really good with people. And he was right.
Right.
But I could not hear it because I was so set on this other track. Am I a doctor?
No.
No.
No, but.
Do I help people? Yes.
Yes.
Do I get to still work one-on-one? Yes. And I love it. And yes, I'm using all my people skills because that is what I'm very good at. But I could not be open. So I would just tell people, be open, because people see things in you that you don't see yourself.
Amen. I believe that. I believe we get caught up in what we think will make us the most money and not necessarily what we want to do, what we can see ourselves doing, or something that we can grow into. And so I think that sometimes, like, if you want a job and you don't have those skills, then you have to start early practicing and gaining those skills. If that's really what you want to do, if that's not a natural thing for you, you have to work on that. And then does it feel good when you work on that? Like, I think people can do anything that they put their mind to.
Sure.
But does it feel good? Like, is it painful to study for calculus? Like, I think I probably could pass calculus. I don't know how quickly I would do it. I don't know how many semesters it would take. But I think eventually I would pass calculus.
You would.
But I don't know that I want to do calculus every day or a job that's surrounded with calculus. That's not me, right?
Right.
I wouldn't want to do that. But when they talk about engineering, you're going to have to do plenty of calculus, right? Or at least you got to pass calculus to get to where you're trying to go. And so.
But many times it's not just passed. It's get a B, A, because it's competitive entry, right?
Right.
So for so many individuals, and I was one of those girls, I'll take organic chem one more time.
Right.
We take that one more time. When, Sally sitting over here, makeup name,
Yeah.
went out last night, came back and was flying colors. I'm just like, what am I doing wrong?
Right. No, yeah.
You're not doing anything wrong. It's just that person, it comes very naturally to, and they know it, and they're doing what they should be doing. Sally became a doctor.
Yeah.
She was with me in organic chemistry.
Right.
On my second bout.
Right. No, and I just like that. And I think that people really need to just
Yeah.
Be in tune with, be open, because you may be missing your best career. You may be missing the thing that's going to make you the happiest because you're so stuck on this idea for whatever. So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start
You
preaching.
talk about that all day long.
I know, right? We can. So my next question to you is, what's the most daring thing you've ever done?
Okay, so hands down, I grew up in Minnesota. So the Mississippi River starts north of the Twin Cities in a little place called Marine on the St. Croix.
Okay.
And we would go canoeing there, and it divides Minnesota from Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
So on the Wisconsin side of the Marine on the St. Croix, which is pretty wide, let's be honest, you can take a boat tour down this Marine on the St. Croix
Okay.
before it mounts into the Mississippi. Pretty good sized boat. You can dock your canoe and climb the cliffs and not get in trouble. On the Minnesota side, DNR is pretty, like, forest rangers are pretty like, don't be on the rocks, don't be, no diving off these rocks, no cliff jumping. So we'd go to across the way, and I went cliff jumping.
Oh.
Cliff jumping off of, I would say about 35, 40 feet, maybe, cliff. And I don't know if it was daring or dumb or stupid. And this was pretty stupid now that I think about it. We thought we were smart because a group of us would go down into the water and ensure that we'd make a circle, and you have to hit in the circle because now at this point we're ensuring that there's no rocks
Right,
underneath there that you'll potentially hit. But if you go outside the circle, maybe. So, and the thing up on top, a couple of people would wait for the thumbs up, and then up at top, I mean, they really look like little specks in the water.
Oh, that's high.
It was pretty high. I mean, not too little, but they're in the water anyway. So you go and you have to, it was like walk and then 1 foot on this little like jut out cliff area of the rock. 1 step and gone. It was exhilarating. And I think I did it twice that day. I only enough time for twice because there's a group of us.
Everybody had.
But if you land, like, with your arms out and not down on your side, just massive bruises. I was smart enough to put my hands in, but some were not.
Yeah, no.
That was crazy, and I think most daring thing I've ever done.
Well, that is
sure.
daring, because that would never be me. I'm never jumping off for nothing.
And I'm not a strong swimmer. I mean,
well, you had your circle of friends. Hopefully, they were going to be there to help you out. And hopefully, you landed in the circle of friends.
I did.
Oh, yeah. It's so much stuff that could have went wrong that way.
I know.
That's so funny, though. But, yeah,
You don't think twice about it. Oh, yeah,
that's young.
Let's go cliff jumping.
You were young, though.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
see, that's
21,
the thing.
20.
With age, I don't know, that wisdom. And for me, it's scary. I'm scary. I'm scared of everything now. I don't want to do nothing. I'm like, And I know that's not the best way to live. So I guess I'm listening to people's daring things so that I can maybe, but that's not one I'm going to do. Okay, Liz, what's your favorite way to unwind? That's interesting because I asked you what would your fun. Now, what's your favorite way to unwind from this fun?
So, yeah, exactly. I like to have a glass of wine and read a book, cuddle up on a couch with my dog. I just want to.
And that's just chilling for you.
I just want to read, zone out, not worry about time, food, dishes, kids.
No, I get it.
Put my feet up.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I always think of this as an interview question. I love it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yes.
I truly don't know, but I hope to still be here at LCC. I hope to still be doing what I love. I really do enjoy getting up every day and coming to see who I get to engage with today.
Yeah, this is a great place to work.
Yeah, not just students, but even the faculty and staff I've met here have been amazing. So 5 years, I hope to still be here. I hope to be improving, growing, because the world of work changes in a nanosecond, it feels like. To stay up on that, I'm constantly reading.
Yeah, you have to keep training and doing that. So, okay, cool. All right, well, we're getting close to the end, and I'm going to ask you, do you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert?
That's a good question. For a long time, I used to think I was an extrovert, but I think I'm kind of an introvert. Unless to recharge, I need time alone.
Me too.
Like, I can do this for a long time, but then I'm going to need to go
And yeah,
be by myself
Me
into
too.
my little space, and then I can come back out again.
yeah, and I think that people don't really realize the job that we do when you interact with the public as much as we do, or just a one-on-one interaction. It takes a lot out of you.
Yes.
It takes so much energy when you're trying to help someone. It just sucks something out of you. And I mean, I feel good when I've done it, but I'm tired.
Right.
Also, like, you talk so much. Sometimes you don't have stuff to give to your family sometimes because you've just worked and worked and worked. So, yeah.
So I think learning how to structure time well in this role is important. Like, where do you find the best time for me to create presentations? So I got to block that stuff off so that I know I'm not going to be doing the people work. Or when is my best time to do the people engagement work? Sometimes I don't have that choice, honestly, because
Life be life. And
my, I need to be available for you.
yes.
And I'm going to do my best to show up. I can't always say that 100% I'm mentally there,
Yeah.
present, but I will do my very best.
Exactly.
Because to be honest, sometimes when we do the work that we do, like you and your academic advising and me, what I do, it can become so second nature that we forget that we're dealing with somebody who, like, for them, it's
new, it's fresh.
yeah, and this is my life you're talking about. So I think that's important for me to try and have some cushion in there in the
Right.
day, so I
Yeah.
don't get so tapped.
So that you're alert and giving your best
Yeah,
to your student.
right.
Well, Liz, today's been a great day, a good conversation, and I'm so glad that you took the time to come on Who's That Star today. Is there anything else you'd like to close with before we leave?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I would just want to say for all those out there who are stuck, it's okay. Take time to get to know yourself. Do self-discovery. School will always be here. And taking time to figure out what you want before you jump in is okay.
It's okay.
It's
Okay,
okay.
we're going to end with that. Until next time, you've been listening to Who's That Star? I'm Lisa A., and you can listen to this episode of Who's That Star and other shows from LCC Connect anytime online at lccconnect.org. Thank you for listening. Catch me next time to find out who's that star.